Sunrise Interviews is brought to you by Valley Strong Credit Union.
Welcome back. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. 1 in 8 women in the United States will develop breast cancer in her lifetime. Joining us to talk more about what you need to know this morning to protect yourself, Dr. Ravi Patel, Director of the Medical Oncology and Hematology with the Comprehensive Blood and Cancer Center. Dr. Patel, good to see you as always. Thank you for being with us. So let's talk a little bit about what's new with studying genetics when it comes to breast cancer research and how it's affecting women.
So 2 different ways. One is to treat breast cancer. As you know, everybody's color of the eyes, hair, height, a variety of things are driven by genes. And there are certain normal genes in the body, but then there are genes which drive cancer. And as we look at the genes which drive cancer, we can identify certain genes, for example, the HER2 gene, which is associated in breast cancer, and target treatment to target that particular gene. We also can decide, in the past, what was the feeling is that all patients should get aggressive chemotherapy. And interestingly enough, we can now look at the genes which drive cancer, identify how many are switched on or how many are less switched on, and those who don't have them switched on too much don't necessarily need aggressive chemotherapy. We can get away with mild chemotherapy, and even for certain very slow-growing breast cancers, it's interesting, they do very little of chemotherapy, just radiation. But the genes have a tremendous value in understanding which cancer is aggressive and which drugs to use to achieve the best cures. So it becomes much more targeted treatment, much more precise. It's not just dropping a bomb and hoping that the bad guys die and the good guys live,
How important and how often is mastectomy used in breast cancer patients?
So a lot of women are under the impression that, I've got breast cancer, I just got to get rid of the breast. Well, we don't need to, because breast cancer now, the understanding of breast cancer is that you don't need the whole breast removed. If you do lumpectomy, you can get very, very good results. And these results, in turn, can be achieved to be better by adding radiation. So not all women need to have mastectomy. If the cancer is what is called multifocal, involving several areas of the breast, then it's a different story. And under those circumstances, it is important to remove the breast.
All right, well, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so we just want to talk about, some prevention that we can all do in our everyday lives. How much does lifestyle have to do with risk of breast cancer?
Significant. We would like to be put out of business with a good, healthy lifestyle. Healthy lifestyle makes a huge difference in a variety of cancers, but most importantly in breast cancers. Lowering your alcohol intake, exercising regularly, keeping your weight down, eating healthy, more fruits, more veggies, less red meats, more natural foods, reduces the risk of breast cancer. A very simple example, the highest incidence of esophageal cancer is in Japan because they eat a lot of sushi. Japanese women have the lowest incidence of breast cancer, but when they come to the United States, after about 10 to 15 years, the incidence becomes what is ours, 1 in 8. There, the breast cancer incidence is much lower.
Wow.
So you can see how lifestyle makes a difference.
Yeah.
So try and keep, for our viewers, I think it's very important that they do exercise regularly, keep their weight down, rest well, avoid a lot of alcohol. Occasionally it's okay, and eat the right kind of foods.
Yeah, add in more of those fruits and veggies. Just keep adding those in. You'll crowd out room for the bad stuff, and don't forget.
Very good way to put it.
And don't forget, go get your checkups. People are putting those off right now during the pandemic. It's very important. Dr. Patel.
We're doing free mammograms for those who cannot afford it. I forgot to mention that. So anybody who does not have any funding, we are doing free mammograms for them at CBCC.
Wow. That's fantastic. Contact CBCC. We're going to put that information in this web story as well, so you can find the info there and call them to get an appointment set up. Dr. Patel, thank you as always. We appreciate it, sir.
Thank you. Have a wonderful day.
You as well. We'll be right back.